Very good morning to all of you. Myself, Professor Tawal Chandana, and we are continue on our unit number 3, Web Application Tool Scanning for the Web Vulnerability Tools. As we discussed in a previous lecture, we are performing a two different concept or two different practical tool which is helpful to identify a web vulnerability. Previously, we are discussing Zend attack proxy, as well as second one, it is really important to identify a web vulnerability with help of SQL map. So guys, I hope you are learned two different concepts which is really helpful to identify vulnerability in our particular website. So guys, today we will discuss some another tool. It is really helpful to identify a vulnerability on our particular websites known as DVWA and WebGot. We are starting with the DVWA. It is really important to identify how a particular DVWAs work, what is a DVWA and how it's work to find a particular vulnerability on a particular websites. It is really important to know about how it's work because it is a really interesting to learn a particular tool in a cybersecurity world. So DVWA stands for Damn Vulnerable Web App. DVWA is a PHP MySQL web applications. It is developed in a PHP platform whose main goal is to be an aid for a security professional to test their skill, and tool is a legal environment. Why it's mentioned a legal environment? Because PHP is open source and it is available on a free of the network. What is the real use of DVWA? It is nothing but to provide a one kind of tool for the developers or for we can say a security professional to check and verify a particular web application is vulnerable or not, and it is free to available on the market. As the name suggests, DVWA has many web vulnerabilities. Like every vulnerability has a 4 different security levels: low, medium, high and impossible. All the configuration is part of a DVWA tool, and guys, it is provide a GUI version also, so it is really easy to use a web vulnerable applications. The security levels give a challenge to the attackers, or we can say hackers, or we can say a security professionals, and also shows how each vulnerability can be counter measured by the security coding, because they are verifying a black box testing, means they don't know about implementations of websites, they are just verifying a functionality which can develop by the developers. First we are discussing a level of security known as impossible. In this level you will face challenges like a CTF, and it is harder than other levels. This level gives a difficulty which we face in a real world. Means if we are verifying a vulnerability with the impossible level, if some of the security professional can find some vulnerability on an impossible level, then you need to modify your websites, because all the real activity working as same like a impossible level. Next one, it is the high level. This vulnerability level gives the user as an example of how to secure a vulnerability via security coding methods. It lets the users understand how the vulnerability can be countered measures. This level of security should be unhackable. However, as we all know that this is not always in the case, because all the website is not as known as a higher level security. Some of the websites maybe work as a lower level. So if some of the website is found where a security level is low, then you can easily perform a vulnerability or hacking on a particular websites with help of lots of tools. So if you manage to bypass it, that you are doing a right. Means if you are bypassing with a positive case, like a particular security professional can verify its or her company's personal website and they can bypass with the high level, then you can find some mistake on a websites and you need to resolve it as much as possible. Next one, it is known as a impossible. In this level you will face the challenges like a CTF. As a previously we will discuss, this level gives a difficulty which we face in a real world. Next one, it is a medium. This security level purpose is to give the attacker a challenge is explorations and also serve as an example of bad coding or security practices. Because whenever we known that this website is a vulnerable, at that time we are found a medium, but at which positions, at a which particular path it is vulnerable, or some hacker can access our website through which particular port number, particular vulnerability. For to identify those kind of path, we just set a medium level on a particular websites. Next, it is a low level. This security level is meant to simulate a websites with a no security at all implemented in their coding. It is gives attacker the chance to refine their exploration skill, because if attackers found those kind of website on a internet which is maintained by the low level security, then they can easily hack its or her private data. In DVWA, we can test a various different kind of vulnerability, like first one, brute force attack, as much as try to error verifications. Second, command line injection. Through the CMD operation, perform SQL injection. It's nothing but the command line injections. Next, cross-site request forgery. As we previously discussed, what is a CRF? It is nothing but the proxy server through which user can perform request and response in form of unlegitimate data. Next, file uploading. As we know that in some of the case, some of the websites require some upload a file like a photo, signatures, PDF and all the things. For this, if they want image only and we can upload a PDF file, if they provide error, then your website is not vulnerable. But if they can accept all kind of file without any kind of validation, then they can use this particular website as a lower level security. Next, insecure captchas. As we know that it is a captcha where they can provide a security against a computer system users, like if someone to access your website on a remote connections through the coding, or they can access continuously, perform some of the requests. As we know that denial of services, it is nothing but to busy or particular server, so they can identify or they can't identify a user is legitimate or not. For this, they can verify a insecure captcha, and DVWA provide the features against the insecure captchas. Next, SQL injections. Now we know that we are not going into depth because on a previous lecture we are discussing SQL injections. If you have any doubt regarding SQL injections, then please refer my previous video. 7. SQL injections blind. What is a blind? They don't know about anything regarding SQL queries, but they know about how it's work. So it is nothing but the SQL injection blind. What is the difference between SQL injection and blind? If your data should be shown on a particular URL, then you can perform with a specific terminology. It is nothing but the SQL injections. But a particular website not transmit its or private data with a URL, or it is not seen in a URL, then whatever the SQL query is performed on a input fields, it is nothing but the SQL injection blind. So guys, it is the functionality which can be provided by a DEM vulnerable web apps. And the last one, it is the weak sessions ID. Why this particular point is required to focus on a DEM vulnerability? Because every login credential is passed through the session. If your websites provide a weak sessions against a particular credentials, at that time you need to improve your website, and it is mandatory to all. And last one, it is known as access DOM. It is a document object model which is provide all the different event which is implemented by the developers with help of JavaScript. So all the mentions 9 different point which can be tested by the different kinds of vulnerability through the DEM vulnerable applications. Now it is the GUI through which we can identify that after logging in DWA applications or a website, you can see those kind of GUI through can perform the testing. On a security level, as we discussed, there are the 4 security levels we can set with this option DVW security, and rest of all provided by the all the features it should be provided by the DVWA, which is discussed on a previous slide, like brute force attacks, command line execution, CSRF, file exclusions like a file upload, SQL injection blind, uploads, XSS reflect, XSS store. All the options provided to verify a particular website is vulnerable or not with a different criteria. So guys, it is really important to learn how a DWA work, and it is really easy to understand. Whenever you have planned to identify or learn something on a cyber security world, then you must be install a DWA on your system and perform some of the exercise. Now we are discussing a second tool, which is a WebGoat. WebGoat is a deliverability in secure applications that allows interested developers just like you to test a vulnerability commonly found in a Java-based applications. That is use a common and a popular open source component because it is work on a Java-based applications. You can start a WebGoat on a port number 80 because all the HTTP request or HTTPS requests perform on a port number 80 with the following command. So guys, we see that how we can start a WebGoat on our computer system. Start with the sh. So for that, you know that it is a Linux based system. WebGoat.sh, it is a starting system, or we can say it is a shell script through which we can start a WebGoat on a particular port number. It should be mentioned by the 80. If suppose you are running on an Apache server or any other process on a TCP port number 80, because operating system is reserved a different port number with a different services. So and somehow if some of the service is running on a 80 port number, then a particular WebGoat will be start on a TCP port 8080. Guys, I will just remind you that every single port number is work or running on a single service at a particular time. If somehow on a starting node some of the service is registered on a particular 80 port number, then your WebGoat software is work on a 8080 port number. So it is a GUI which we can identify same like a DWA tool, and there are the lots of features which is available on a left hand side, or we can say left hand menu. If you want to perform any of the web vulnerability with lots of features, you could just go through the particular menu and provide the URL which you are targeted websites. So guys, it is the thing which we are learn in this today's video lecture, DWA and WebGoat. I hope you are learn all the tools, and at a personal level I will just request you that you can install both the tool and perform some of the practice with a practical aspect and learn so many things when you are performing some practical things on a particular tool. Thank you so much.